Hey folks, welcome back to Technik. I'm Flynn, your packaging expert. We're continuing our look into pharmaceutical packaging by looking at one of the more common applications we see these days from our pharmaceutical customers, and that's pharmaceutical powder packaging. This can encompass a lot of different types of pharmaceutical products, from the traditional prescription or OTC products to a lot of different nutraceuticals these days that come in powders. Big emerging area these days is cannabis-related products that come in powders. Many of these are drink mixes or food additives or things to be sprinkled on food. A number of different ways that pharmaceutical powders can be used. So let's take a look at a couple different types of packages that we see commonly used here. Probably the most common one is the stick pack. These are generally going to be single servings, single doses of pharmaceutical powders designed to be put into a drink or a smoothie or on food and, mixed in. One consideration is that often you'll have a course of doses, say a week or a 2-week dose, that will come in an outer package like a larger bag or a carton, which is a very, very popular pharmaceutical packaging option. Another thing that we see a lot of is pharmaceuticals in bottles or jars designed for multiple servings. This is a rigid packaging option that can make a lot of sense if you've got larger measured doses. We see these again in a lot of nutraceuticals, things like food additives and proteins and workout mixes and things like that, in addition to the more traditional medicines. So what factors are important to think about when you're talking about packaging powder? Well, if you're going into a stick pack, a couple things to think about are the dispensing and sealing. Do you want a special tear notch for aesthetic and marketing purposes, or just to make it easier for the customer to dispense into whatever the product is designed to be dispensed into? Another, as with all pharmaceutical products, is verification. Are you going to have a barcode or other identifying mark on the product? Are you going to have a code date that needs to be printed? And does that code date need to be verified with a camera system to make sure it's been printed correctly on each package? For nutraceutical products, this may be a lower priority. For products that are more highly regulated, especially prescription products, this may be required by law. And even if not, it may be something that your customers are looking to see that you do, and also something that helps you from a quality control perspective. So if you've got a product that's going into, say, secondary outer packaging like a carton, it's also really important to consider all aspects of that packaging process from the beginning. For example, if you've got a 2-week dose regimen, so you've got 14 individual doses going into an outer package, you need to take into account all of those steps from the inner package, say a stick pack, to the outer package, say a carton or an outer bag, and make sure that all that equipment is going to communicate with each other and work well with each other to produce the end result. That's one great reason why a partner like Technik, that's experts in a wide variety of pharmaceutical packaging and can put together a complete beginning to end line for you, is even more important for pharmaceuticals than in some other areas, just because you have less margin for error. Everything needs to work right, or you could be putting your customers at risk. I'd love to have you reach out to us and talk to us about your pharmaceutical powder application. We've got a lot of different equipment options we can show you, packaging material options, and of course verification options to make sure the right product gets to your customer every time. Please drop us a line or give us a call if we can help you with your pharmaceutical powder application. We've got a lot more pharma videos coming up, so please like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on your favorite social media site to make sure you get those videos as soon as they're released. Appreciate you joining us today. I'm Flynn for Technik, and we will see you next time.